'cause she's a brick house. Yeah, she's the one, the only one, built like an Amazon. Hello, ladies and jelly spoons. I'm very much in a Commodores, Ohio Players, Earth, Wind, and Fire kind of mood. If you're with me, you're with me. If you're not, check it out. Great 70s stuff. Ladies and jelly spoons, does anyone even remember what a jelly spoon is? Do people even have jelly spoons? Jelly poons, maybe. Hello. I've got two very different, honestly, as different as two knives can be. That, if you've been watching this week, then you already know. That's my really bad Big Frida imitation. You already know that I am speaking of the CJRB Shale and the Ticonic one by Ticonic. Let's go in order of reception, shall we? And that would be starting with the Shale. Where did I put it? Every time it's like this, isn't it? Let's just state the obvious first. It is strikingly blue and orange. Whether or not you like this color combination, whether or not you are a Broncos fan, and did I get that right? This is a unique and maybe even somehow disturbing color palette. It's certainly not for everyone. Orange and blue are complementary colors, meaning they are opposite on the color wheel. There's a little color theory for you. I went to art school. They can be jarring, or they can be fun. I have always loved this particular mix of prickly palettes, so I was drawn to the Shale right off the bat. Not even for its blade so much, but for that interesting color palette. But this turns out to be an interesting blade as well. It's got this very slight recurve. You can almost not see it. So it's a like recurve drop point in AR RPM 9 and G10 with black PVD coating. At first glance, this knife seems to run with the rest of CJRB's winning portfolio of the Pyrite, the Echo, the Hectare, etc., etc. It's actually quite special because of that recurve. You can barely see it, but I promise you it's there. So far it has neither helped nor hindered my knife work, but I'll let you know in a month how it goes. I haven't really spent a lot of time hard using this knife, so the G10 it's amazing to feel. It's hard and strangely textured. That's what she said. It's got some intense texture here on the pad, and then it feels like powdered aluminum for the rest. I'm here for it. It's weird. This is a $50 knife, y'all. So we don't need to get real deep with it. It's cute. Its color palette and recurve make it marginally different from the rest of its buddies, so there you go. I still like the Echo best. Bam. The Shale. Now, for the pièce de résistance. Two excellent knives I'd purchased recently were just too big for me. I was so disappointed when I sold my Devo Tallboy and my Vosteed Psyop. If I ever have an overflow of cash, and I may, I will buy them again because they're such spectacular knives. But they were too big for me, and so when I saw this Ticonic, I was fired up, as we say in the South, fired up. It definitely has those blades' flavor. It's about 2/3 their size, which I reckoned would be perfect for me. I like it big, don't get me wrong, sailor. But if it don't fit, you must acquit yourself genteelly and fucking get the hell out of Dodge, by which I mean find a knife that works for your size. To be candid, when I opened the box, I was a tad disappointed. I really thought it might be too small. I'm so accustomed to, and I wrote accustomed to. I'm so accustomed to bigger blades like the Demco or the Rhino, both of which I've been carrying around relentlessly that I suspected that this knife might be too small. What's really strange to me, almost X-Files strange, is how this knife can be so petite, yet still fit inside my meaty man hands. It is nothing short of supernatural. This knife is stunning. It is full of joie de vivre, by which I mean if it were a French blade, it would be strolling the Champs-Élysées, eating a baguette, smoking a giton, going ha 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 ha, like the French do not actually. This knife is from a new company formed by two knife makers and renegades of the industry. Jeff Blavet was a longtime knife reviewer until he apprenticed under the renowned knife maker John Gray and became a knife maker on his own, fully emerging as Tough Knives, a company I'm sure you're familiar with. Rob Saniscalchi, the other half of Ticonic, has been a maker extraordinaire for almost 15 years. His work is highly sought after, and he is known for his interesting grind combos, a feat which is totally present on the Ticonic blade. His shop is now RS Knife Works, another shop you've probably heard of. How these two blades met, I know not, but we're lucky they did. The Ticonic one is their first outing into the actual world, and man, they came out banging. This knife is my new cuddle buddy. Cuddle buddy. I love it so much. It has not been out of my hands since unboxing it until this morning, whereupon I could not find it because I had accidentally slept with it. I'm sure you've been there, I hope. Someone else has been there. I'm so glad to have a knife that, while standing on its own merit, also has the best of the psyop and the tall boy. It is smooth as fuck. Slippery even. Look at that. So sweet. Build is so tight, she said, and the tolerances are so fine. It is really a superbly crafted knife. With a blade length of a hair under 3 inches, and a total length of 6.75 inches, this knife comes in a little short. I'm 5'6" after chiropractic, so it works really well for me. It's $249, and it's worth every penny. The choil is perfect for landing up here for closer cuts, and the flare at the end is perfect for your pinky to hang on nicely. It doesn't feel short to me. But caveat emptor, me myself, I look forward to what these two titans can push out in the future, because this first knife is fire. Now, join me in listening to the Ohio Players, Fire, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Fire. The way you walk and talk really sets me off.